Alcohol.
Okay, now I can do it again. Hey everyone, it's Lisa Bongean from Primitive Gatherings, and we are here today to do another block from our American Quilters Stitch Along, our Hogs for Heroes quilt. And yes, we have some new stuff we're working with. So Kaylee's all excited. Kaylee, show them what we can do.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Cut.
And then pretty soon we will have an above view too. So thank you for those super chats and what are all those other things?
Super stickers.
Super stickers. Those allowed us to buy something called a switchboard. Don't ask me what it is, but I saw Kaylee playing with it yesterday and a couple days before, and she's got it to work, and we're super excited about it. And we can't wait to be in our new studio. I think we're on the list, right, Carrie?
Yes, you are.
Yes, to be next to get our studio outfitted. So we need a man to help us with that. And the men are working on other things, but we're moving up. We're moving up. You are worth it. All right. So super excited to announce my winner from my blog post last week. I said, hey, leave me a comment for a super top secret prize. And what that is today is our newest book, Yuletide Gathering, is hot off the printing press. So, and we're going to do a layer cake of Yuletide Gatherings because guess what? We filmed a whole video series on how to make this quilt. This is called Yuletide Crossing, and you've seen me show it before, but it is just made with a layer cake and 2 yards of this 1040-74 Moda flannel of mine. And if you buy a layer cake or something from us for our Yuletide Gatherings, we're going to give you this card, and this card reveals the secret link where you can see video on. I wrote it all down so I wouldn't forget it. Now, where did I put it? Okay, so here we go. Starching, cutting, piecing, hand embroidery, basting, putting the quilt on the hand quilting frame, and the actual quilting. So all of those are little videos embedded in this link. If you buy one of these, you're going to get that in there, and you will be able to make a quick, lovely Christmas project to decorate your home or to give away as a gift, because there's really not a lot involved in that, just 2 yards of fabric and the layer cake. So Kaylee and I worked really, really hard on that video series. She did an awesome job. So we can't wait till people get to watch that. And the pattern is all included in that link as well. So when you can look at the videos, you can also download the pattern there as well. And if you have a local shop, you might want to go in there and see if they have Yuletide Gatherings, and you may be able to purchase from them as well, because I know a lot of shops bought those layer cakes and stuff like that too. So that was our super gift for leaving a comment on the blog last week. So we love reading your comments.
Okay, announce who it is.
Oh, and the winner. I was getting to it. I would have forgot. No. Okay, so the winner of last week's blog post winner is Veronica Arwood. You won the layer cake. And her comment was, thanks to Lisa and your whole team for this stitch along. It was fun and just an honor for all of just to honor our servicemen and women. So thank you, Veronica. We appreciate you leaving comments and winning our prizes. Tell everybody about that video series when you get to watch it. Okay, so guess what? We have a goal. I have a new total for our goal. And yes, even though we exceeded our goal, that doesn't mean we have to quit doing this. So we haven't gained very much momentum after we reached our goal. So we are at 27,883. So that's our total. But you know, if we raise more money, maybe another person can get a bike. And what if us quilters could get 2 bikes? So we're not stopping here. We have 7 weeks left. We have a big event at the end. So keep donating, keep talking about it, and we will keep raising money, because it's never enough money when it comes to something like this. So I have just a couple cards from last week. This one was from Hawaii, and it's from Joyce Fukumoto, and it says, in honor of those who have and are currently serving for our great company. With gratitude, Joyce. And she is from, I can't pronounce this, Kalava, Hawaii. So sorry if I butchered it, but thank you so much for the beautiful card. And we have another $100 donation from, this is from Dawn, and it says, Dear Lisa and Team PG, thank you so much for what you are doing for our combat wounded veterans. This donation is honored to all service members, but especially the fallen. We are forever in their debt. Loving the weekly patterns and videos. God bless America, my home, sweet home. And then it's CW5, retired Dawn Filipowitz, and her best buddy, hero, and battle buddy, Colonel Leo Filipowitz. Hope I didn't butcher that too bad. But Dawn also made me this beautiful laminated prayer card that she sent me. So I'm going to put this in my vehicle and where I can see it every day when I drive. And it's just a cute little prayer that says, Dear Heavenly Father, we praise and thank you so very much for our beloved country, the United States of America. Thank you so much for all who have gone before us of every race, color, and creed, who have given of themselves to make our country great. In your divine mercy, please forgive our trespasses. Send forth your Holy Spirit and help us to turn from sin and return to you, our good, good Father. Help us obey and honor you as one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you so much, Dawn. This is beautiful. I love it. Okay, so that's all I had this week. Carrie, take those. And we will have a lot of new videos coming up next week. We are going to do one about all things fall here at Primitive Gatherings. Get you, I think you're dragging out your fall stuff. I'm putting away all the red, white, and blue stuff this weekend. And we want to just show you some of the new projects that we have, or old, or previous, whatever you want to call them, because some of these projects that we do are timeless, and we really want to show you all what we have for fall. So that'll be a nice, fun video next week. All right, and then remember last week when I told you about the cool little gift I got from my friend Lynn Rogers? So she made me, I don't think she made it for me, but when I gushed over it, she gave it to me. You know, one of those things. So I kind of feel bad, but, you know, but it's sweet, and I would cherish it forever, Lynn. So she just took one of the blocks and made this cute little pillow. She got binding on it. This whole binding pillow thing is kind of cool.
She do a zipper too?
Yeah, she did a zipper too.
Nice.
Yeah. So I love this pillow. So I keep it right on my, it's my mini travel sewing pillow right now. And then we do have a couple prizes this week. A thread bowl for your stitching. Where'd you find that one? And then a charm pack and a little mini charm pack. So we have 3 prizes to give away this week, and time to get ready for block 13, which is a little basket. So this one should be pretty simple to do. And I have to do a little disclaimer. I didn't make this block to test everything. So hopefully we will run smoothly here. It's just been crazy here with getting ready for our big event. And I'm constantly like having to go here, there, and everywhere. So I didn't get time, but I think it'll be good. And if not, we'll just cut a new piece if I cut something wrong.
All right, what's our big event, Lisa?
What big event?
That you're getting ready for?
Oh, our grand opening. I told them that, didn't I? Yeah. So on the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th, we have a huge grand opening event here at Primitive Gatherings where we're going to have live music. We're going to have food trucks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to have a party during that time, and we know that you all can't come. So we will have it available for you to participate as well. Jessica will put together a nice little presentation of all the things that we are going to have for you. And if you buy a certain amount of money, you're going to get prizes along the way. So we are super excited about that. And we've been working on this for a long time. And it seemed like so far off in the future before. But yeah, it's right around the corner now. So we're all like sweating. We're waiting for that landscaping to come in. You know, we're just, you know, tweaking this and trying to put the finishing touches because everybody's going to be able to see everything. So probably like the one time only that if you don't stay here, you don't get to see everything. So it's your one chance. Come and see us. Okay, block 13, cute little basket block. So here are all the things that we need. We need 4 half square triangles. So I'm going to do the triangle paper on this method here. I'm going to set that down. We need 1 large half square triangle. I think that's for the corner there. We actually need another big one too for a corner triangle. 1 square, 1 corner triangle, 2 rectangles, and then our sides and top and bottom. So I'm going to lower my stitch length down to 1 to do my triangle paper. I do have a little piece in here that I thought maybe I could sneak in sewing another one of block 11 because I didn't make a second one of that. So I started it over there. I'll put that one away. All right, so my stitch length is lowered. Here's my triangle paper, right sides together, light on top always, and then paper like so. And I'm going to stitch on the dashed lines that have stitching on them. Imagine that. So if you have any questions and comments, make sure you load them in and we'll get to them. And I just want to explain a little bit with this Juki. I can raise and lower my presser foot if you use your knee lift. And then on my foot pedal, I also have a thread cutter. So when I'm done sewing, I cut with my foot, I pull this out, knee lift, and I can just keep going. And just like that, I have everything sewn for my half square triangles.
So why do you say to put the light fabric on top? What makes the difference?
It's for pressing. So when I cut them apart and I press, it'll press to the dark. So that's why you want the light on top. And you'll see when I'll explain it when I'm doing it. So now I'm just going to cut it apart on all of the solid lines. Because remember, if we don't sew accurately and cut accurately, our block will not be accurate. So you have to do all the things, not just sew a perfect 1/4 inch. We have to cut as well too. So make sure. So then I cut them apart. And then now down the middle. You want me to go over right here? Is this a better angle?
Yeah.
See, we're working out all the kinks. All right, so now watch. So I'm going to turn these over and I'm going to press. So now my dark is here. And when I press, I'm just going to press these open. So if the light was on here, I'd have to press with the paper. I'd be working against this paper. So that's why the light is on top with the paper. And now when I'm going to lay these on the ironing board to press, I'm going to press them to the dark like that. So that's why the light is on top. So someday we'll have a camera over this one as well, right?
I'm just following you.
Yeah, all right. So just follow me over. So I'm just pressing with the paper still on. So turn them all so the dark is up. Grab the point and then press them away to the dark side.
What size triangle paper are you using?
I am using 1 inch. So whenever you're, it says to cut like 1 7/8 inch squares, that means it's a 1 inch finish. If it says 2 3/8, that is 1 1/2. So we do have a chart on my blog that tells you what to cut or what triangle paper to cut or use for each measurement they give you to cut your square. So it'll be easier to figure out. Okay, so now I'm going to come over here and I am going to rip my paper off. So I put my thumb right near the stitching line, push in here and pull that away. And what makes this easy is because of I lowered that stitch length to 1. And then because I'm pulling from the middle, I'm not pulling from the corners. There. So now they're perfect. And now they should measure 1.5 at this point. So, and I don't like always follow the directions. So if I did something wrong here, like sewed something out of order, it's okay, right? We can do whatever we want when we want. So I'm building my basket. Do I need to build over here, Kaylee?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay. We're just getting used to another angle. All right, so there's that part. All right, so let's follow the directions. So I did those. I got that ready. Now it says to do the connector corner. So I'm going to lay that right sides together. I don't like what they did on here. Oh well, we'll make it work. We'll figure it out. So I'm going this way. Across this way. Corner to corner. And I'm going to bring it back so I don't have those little teeny tiny things in there, just in case I sew that angle wrong. And then the other one, there's two. Do they go the same direction or are they different? Let's see. Where is that? One's that one. This one is this way. Okay. All right, so before I trim, I'm going to make sure they are going the right direction. So there, this one looks like, no. Oh yeah, that one's that one. These just look short, that's all. It's like I might have cut these the wrong size. And that's that way. All right, so I'm going to leave those like that. I'm not going to cut them first, but I'm going to sew the big half square triangle together. So I have that ready. So layer those. This was the 2 7/8 inch square. Cut in half once on the diagonal. Pressing this toward the dark. All right, so put that in there. Sew these babies together.
Following you.
Am I going too fast, Kaylee? These two together. And how you turn that when you turn to the machine. All right, these I'm going to press open. So they lay nice and flat with all those seams coming together. Just give it a quick little finger press. Okay, back to the board over here. Keely, are you happy you're not like trying to run around anymore?
Now I'm trying to figure out why there's a big circle on there.
Okay, so Carrie, I need to sew these over. These aren't long enough.
Okay. What do you need?
I need, did I cut them wrong or did I? Let me just see.
Okay.
That's gonna, oh no, it's right. I'm just overthinking maybe. And then that triangle goes on there. No, they're not long enough.
Do they have to go to the end?
So I should have tested this block. Okay. So let's sew this together first. But why don't you cut me a 1.5 2 1.5 by 3.5 inch rectangles
Rectangles. Okay.
Yeah.
1.5 by 3.
out of the blue.
Okay.
I have it right up there.
Okay. 1.5 by 3.5.
Good thing I didn't publish it yet. So we can fix the PDF as well. That should have got caught. That's that one. These are going to here. Press this seam open. This one onto this one. Looks good. This seam open as well. Trim off some dog ears here. So right now, this should have been 3.5 and it would have came here, right? Why did I sew it on wrong? That's my problem. Yep, it's wrong. These need to be longer. So I'm going to rip these out so she doesn't have to cut me some new ones. I'll repurpose these. So that's why we don't cut them right away. We test them. Thank you. This will be better now. There, and if I sew this on that corner, maybe if I read the directions, that will help. Press toward. Oh. I'm supposed to be stitching a triangle, not a square. Well, that might make a huge difference. Why does it say corner triangles, though?
You need a square instead of.
Guess what? This is even better.
Make it
It's
work.
right.
It's gonna make it, oh, it's
My
right.
directions are right. I
Okay.
just am sewing a triangle. I don't know why. Maybe this square. I'm supposed to be sewing a triangle and not a square.
Mm.
That's what it is. Yeah. All right. So I need a 1 7/8 inch square of light. We're doing shooting stars, right?
Mhm. I wish we had elevator music.
Yeah, right? So I need a 1 7/8 inch square, I believe. 1 7/8, 1 7/8, like that. And then we need to cut it in half, right? And we need to sew it on there. Yeah, that looks better. On to the 2.5.
Push it again.
So
Push it again.
this is going to go
Push it in.
like that.
Okay.
I'm probably going to have to trim this down. Maybe those 1.5s were right. Let me see something once here.
I know. I just like you.
If I do that, no.
So I think it's kind of cool that even you were,
Well, yeah,
sometimes
like
have to
why is this
make
not
things,
working?
make adjustments.
Why is
and,
that not working? Here, we'll try this. Well, I made it once before. Like, how come it's not right? But let's see once. There. That looks right. Where's that other square? Right here. Short one there. And where is that again? Okay, right here. We need that one. There. That's what we need. Okay, we got it.
This is kind of how you design some things too, right? When you're playing with it, putting it together, and
Yeah, it really is. But I write all the directions and I cut it all and I work. But sometimes when you give it to somebody else to put in instruction form, some things get a little wonky. You know what I mean? So you always should test it. And usually I do before, but not today. And of course, when you're on camera, things never go wrong, right? All right, so now I am sewing this partial triangle on. I was, in my mind, thought that was a simple folded corner. And it's not. Press that one over. There we go. That one to that side. I'm still missing something. A big corner, a big triangle. All right, now this one. That's what I get for not using that. I just wanted to hang out with y'all longer today. All right, back here again. Put this on.
let's do a giveaway.
What's that?
Do a giveaway.
Do a
For their
giveaway.
patience.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, Jess, pick a winner.
Joyce Jensen.
Joyce Jensen, you win the thread bowl. Somebody writing that down?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Now I just gotta find that last half square triangle right there that goes on the corner. I know I needed 2 of them, but why did I put one away for? Is it there? No. You think I can use that one? No. Carrie, pick another winner. Or Jess.
Jamie Marenfeld.
Mini charm pack. Jerry, what was her name?
Jamie.
Jamie Marenfeld.
Jamie Marenfeld. You got a mini charm pack.
Okay, here it is. One more. This is gonna go here. Layer that on there, and I did cut that 3 inches instead of 2 7/8, just to trim. There we go. I'm gonna find my little ruler. Now this should be 4 1/2. 4 1/2. Looks pretty good. Just a few little fuzzes there. Well, at least I figured it out.
Do we need to make any corrections?
No, it was
No,
right.
It was right? Okay.
But I was just thinking this was a simple folded corner.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's just a triangle.
It's just a
But
triangle.
in my mind, I'm so used to doing all those simple folded corners lately that I spaced it. There. Time to add the sides. Now, which way do you want your block to go? Let's see, in the quilt, I better do it the same way I did it, right? All right, we're going that way. Pointing to the northeast. Two sides. All right, do you want to pick the last winner?
Pam Miller.
Pam Miller, you are the winner of the Homespun Gatherings Woven Charm Pack. Last one. There we go. All right, now to add the stripes. It's gonna go like that. Have to clean up this side right here. Those two. I'm gonna pin this one. I got just a smidge. See, I got a smidge there. So I'm gonna move that over, pin it where it should be, and that should ease in. The seam open. then the final cleanup to 12 and a half. Make sure I like the looks of that. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. And I'll check over the directions one more time, make sure everything is right for you, and we'll change it if I need to. So that's how your day goes sometimes, people. Don't beat yourself up. So do we have any other questions or anything left, Kaylee, yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it.
All right. Get stitching away. We'll get it posted. Take care now, everyone.